Well, we got some things to talk about. So I did record right before this, but the file got corrupted. Yay me. But guys, we've got some issues, or I've got some issues. So all I did the other day, I got back from the track and I just parked it, and then let it be. And came out 2 days ago because I had some friends in town, and we went out to dinner. And I decided what a perfect opportunity to take this out and see what it's like out on the streets here, because the highways are definitely bumpier than where I'm used to. But anyway, got acquainted with some ethanol stations as well. Went to the Exxon one nearby. I got a few more to try out and see where the blend is better. Higher ethanol content, the better. But the main issues that I've got going on are an oil leak, my alignment, and I'm forgetting the third one right now, but I'm sure it'll come to mind. But anyway, so when I was going out, when I pulled the car out to go to dinner, my garage does not have a garage door opener, or at least this garage does not. So I had to get out of the car to come manually close it, and you can't see it, but I do have a puddle of oil, or I did have a puddle of oil. Now it's a stain of oil on the ground right there. And then I have these ones here as well. Sorry if you can't see them very well. I didn't bring my flashlight, don't have it here yet. But yeah, got some oil spots back here. And what I'm thinking is, based on what a friend had to do, we both have the same oil pan, at least the competition IAG. Nothing bad on them because I love the thing. Definitely keeps the oil pressure good. But there's not a seal on mine anyway, not a tight seal where the oil dipstick tube goes into the oil pan itself. There's been little spurts of oil coming out of that, and I think that's where it's coming from. And I think the oil that got back there is coming from off the pan, and the air is just taking it to the back. Didn't have any before, and then I think when I took the car off the trailer, it just kind of dripped down from the back of the rear bumper. But either way, that puddle concerned me, and then I filled up with oil, and I just checked the pan, or the leak again, and here I'll show you. It's a little bit concerning, so beware. But there's the issue that I'm currently facing. Looks like a lot, maybe not as much as I think it is, but it's scary nonetheless. Excuse me. But when I checked the oil after I checked that a couple hours ago, so there isn't really any more than there was a couple hours ago. But I checked the oil level, and the oil level was a little bit below. So it doesn't seem like that's the issue. And if anything, it might be overfilled, and that would be the problem. But we'll see. I'll check the stuff. I bought some JB Weld based on a friend's recommendation, and I will fix that. And the thing that I just remembered was, and I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I haven't changed the transmission oil since the build was complete back in 2018. I had a little bit of work done to it in 2021 to 2022, but 2018 is when I last had the transmission oil checked out. It still shifts buttery smooth, and it's very, it shifts without an issue. But I just want to do the preventative maintenance. Probably should send the turbo in. Not exactly sure if I'm going to do that because I'm not having any issues with it. But yeah, that was the issue that I had forgotten a little bit ago. But the alignment, so just so you guys can see it, the front wheel right there is like flush with the fender, and this one not so much. All four corners, but in the VIR for the VIR event before this one, so back in 2022, I forget exactly the month that I went, but I had all four corners set to -3 degrees, and that is definitely not -3. And so now the car pulls pretty good to the left, which doesn't make it very comfortable. And so I got to get that fixed. And then the other problem I forgot to mention, or that I had completely forgotten, is I need to bleed the brakes as well. I'm not sure what's going on, but you can actually see the, maybe not on camera too well. You can kind of see it, but you can see the heat that has gone through the brakes. And I think I have a pad that doesn't retract right now. I'm not sure. So that's another issue that I'm going to have to sort out. I'm going to have to pull obviously all the wheels off, so the Subaru is going to go back to its natural habitat of being on jack stands, and figure out what's going on with the brakes as well, because obviously you need that. It's like a scraping sound as I apply the brakes, and it's not very loud when starting to apply the brakes. It's more, you can hear the scraping as it's coming to a stop at low speeds. So that's the issue. But that's all that I can recall for now. Is just I took it on the road, and it seemed fine going to dinner, but coming home from dinner definitely was not comfortable driving it at any high speeds. So I kind of took it easy, and yeah, so got some issues to work out. I'm just happy that I was able to track it and I kind of put it to its limits, especially these tires. And when it comes to tires, y'all, the two that I am considering right now are the Nitto NTO1s or the Toyo R888Rs. And I'm not really, keen on either of them. Don't really matter, but I am leaning more towards the Toyo R888Rs just because those are something I wanted back in the day. So kind of want to give those a try. But I'll keep these Continentals for the street, just to drive them as normal, and then I'll use the other tires as dedicated track tires. So that also means I need some wheels, and the wheels I think I'm going to be getting are the RPF ones, to be cliche and JDM all the way. So yep, there we have it. Got some issues to figure out. Pretty cool driving the car to its limits and it popping up problems so that weak points can be found and problems can be solved. So until next time, thank you all for the support.